There's been one rule I followed that allowed me to outperform the index by 10% in the fourth quarter last year and by 12% in the first quarter of this year. And no, it's not a strategy you never heard of. It's not some investment opportunity nobody's talking about. And it runs completely backwards to everything you'd expect was behind those kind of results. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Stephen Brooks. I'm a hedge fund manager who specializes in systematic option strategies on the S&P 500. So the question is, what's the rule? When do we buy? When do we sell? I will tell you, when we buy and when we sell is one of the last things I care about when analyzing an investment strategy. The single most important thing to me is how much can I lose? That's it. There is nothing more important than understanding my potential downside. Now, here's why. When we construct a portfolio with 6 to 10 different strategies, we want the upside to be the sum of all parts, but the downside that we do have to incur to get that upside should be the average of all those parts. The best way I know how to achieve that is to make sure each individual strategy in the portfolio has a maximum drawdown of about 2%. For example, here is a strategy that we run in our fund. The average compounded growth rate for this strategy alone is over 39%. It's got a good win rate, a good Sharpe ratio, a good MAR ratio. But the maximum drawdown does exceed that 2% threshold. So what we do is we reduce the size until the maximum drawdown of the model comes into 2% or less. What we will end up with is a strategy that has the same Sharpe ratio, the same win rate, the same MAR ratio. Maybe it will come down slightly, but now it sits within the maximum drawdown level that we require for every single strategy in the portfolio. Now, why does this matter so much? Because when you start combining strategies that have drawdowns of different sizes, say one is 10%, one's at 7%, and the other's at 2%, the larger drawdowns start to weigh against the portfolio, and the sizing for each component becomes inconsistent. We want 6 to 10 strategies that are all sized to the same drawdown level so that every position in the portfolio is an apples to apples comparison. When we combine 6 to 10 strategies that all have drawdowns right around the 2% level, what happens is the upside of each of those gets added together while the downside gets averaged out. This is how you take 6 to 10 strategies that are individually on their own, they're okay, and build a portfolio where the combined upside is additive, but the combined downside is average. This is how we build a model that produces the expected results in the real world. And it's how those results in the real world end up tracking almost directly in line with the model that you see here. Look, we want the upside. I want the upside. But I know I am disqualified from getting the upside if my drawdown is at a level I can't emotionally handle. When you put 6 to 10 non-correlated strategies together in a portfolio, what you notice is that no one of them is going to experience a drawdown that takes down the whole portfolio. And that's how you get the kind of results that you've seen here today. So if you are an accredited investor and are interested in investing in our fund, there will be a link below this video that you can go ahead and click on to express that interest. Now, if you're someone who wants to do this on your own and use our software to automatically place these trades in your account, there will also be a link below this video for you as well.